to do a shout out really fast because I know Gail. Gail, you're gonna hit director. I saw your numbers. I know it. Do you feel it?
I hope so. I hope so.
What? Hope?
Well,
it starts with hope, but I know you have a plan.
My team is not doing what they usually do this month, and I'm worried.
Yet. You're so gonna do it, and because you started with hope, but then you made a plan. You don't just rely on your hope, right? I know you've been going, so you're keeping the faith. I love that.
Yes, I am.
I'm so excited for you.
Let's hope and pray. Yeah.
Oh, so Gail, how is that compared to when you thought you would hit it?
Well, I mean, I thought hopefully sometime this fall I would, but I didn't know it would be this month, you know.
Right. Okay, goody. We're all cheering for you. That's awesome.
That means you can collect more points longer.
Yes.
Such a good point. Because this is the incentive group. I love that. Who else has something super fun and hipster cool to celebrate about your business from this last week? Anything, we want to hear from you.
Me.
Oh, Tina.
So I got a new recruit on Friday. Yay. And I think she's about 400 PRV in like 4 days. So
wow.
Star. So I'm loving that. And the biggest thing I'm excited about is my incentive tracker just hit 10,000 points for halfway to level 1, and I think I'm 100 points off the first sponsoring level as well. So I am so excited.
Have you ever been that close this soon?
No, I've never, the last incentive I only got like 2,000 points total. So like, this is crazy.
Holy crap-tastic. You've gazillioned it, quadrupled times 5'd it. I don't know how many to say there. I love it. Hooray. Who else can we celebrate?
I have
something fun.
I have something to share. Okay. My team just passed our GWV for best month ever.
Wow.
So our GWV now is higher than it was on August 31st.
What?
Wow, Brandy.
Wow,
Lucky
that's
13
awesome.
for you, sister. Can we ask what your GWV is?
It is 47,315.
Wow.
So for those of you out there in our super fun Let's Go land, what is this on track for? What does this mean?
She's
Star director.
What is the GWV requirement for star director?
30,000.
30. So she's already passed that for GWV, and we know Brandy is working with all of her team members, and they're all freaking rock dogs getting up to their TWV, PRV, etc. So that's there, and then helping other leaders become leaders so you rank advance. It's all about guiding, nurturing leaders to become leaders, and all of us to be a better version of ourselves leaders. So what is the GWV for an SSD?
80,000.
And look at this. It's not even, it's the 13th, and she's more than halfway there. I stop it right now. Oh my goodness. I freaking love a pandemic. We should wish for a pandemic every year.
No.
I will drive to Orlando and kick your butt.
Just kidding. But still, there's so many glorious things that happen from tragedy, and history has proved itself over and over and over again. And just sometimes it's a mindset, and then we definitely know that it's more challenging for others, but no matter what, it's a mindset. Okay, one more super fun. What you got for us that you're proud of in your business from last week?
I did an event yesterday.
Lori, we'll do Lori, then Bonnie, then we'll go. Lori, what was your event?
It's a monthly event that I do. It's called Bad Moms. But you don't have to be a mom and you don't have to be bad. It's a stop and shop. We normally have bingo, but bingo has been put on hold because of the pandemic. And I did pretty well in my cash and carry. Sold a Jack Skellington and a Jack Mini. And then I also booked 2 parties.
Hooray! I have to give that a big fat kudos. And Trina, you can attest to this. There is nothing more invaluable by doing any kind of PRV event, whether it's a trade show, whether it's a Christmas bazaar, whether it's a home party, whether it's a fundraiser. Your ultimate goal is to get parties booked, more so than just sell PRV, because this business is all about that chain reaction. So way to go, Lori. Woo-hoo. How about you, Bonnie?
Well, I have a new teamie from the end of, what is this? This is September. The very end of August, Matt joined, and he hit 700 right away. And he says he's got another 300 to enter tomorrow, so that'll make him certified. And he is doing gift a kit tomorrow, he says.
What? A newbie already blessing. Oh my, and this one
Nice.
was not on your incentive group projection sheet then, right?
He wasn't. No.
Oh, fat juicy bonuses. Oh my golly, that's so exciting. I love that so much. All right, so last week we just kind of concentrated and focused on what do you remember as your takeaway from last week? Just anything that pops in your mind, anybody say it.
Eek.
Earn it. What's it gonna take for us to? So, yes, you did it. Thumbs up. Nope, I didn't make it. I forgot. I started or whatever. You set up your own 200 PRV event. So there was a kit on the table. You at least set it up or you achieved it. Yep, you did it. Nope, not so much. Yay, baba.
I set it up. I just haven't started yet.
So that was the whole big challenge. And to be honest, a lot of us that have been doing this for years upon years, we're in this habit of hitting 200 PRV because it was the minimum party order. But then came along this glorious benefit of an Earn a Kit, this host exclusive kit that allows us to gift an opportunity to someone at a discount, or for a host that did all the work, we can gift her the business. So big picture here, you guys, and talking with some of you this week, we do this incentive group so we can help each other stay focused, so we can help each other have ideas on what should we be doing, especially those of you who have not earned one yet. There is nothing more rewarding than one of these Cincy incentive trips. Well, you see how many of us are on this now. Do you remember how many were on the first night or two? Like triple this many, right? Does that mean they don't care? No, it does not mean they don't care. There's always more energy at the beginning of anything, and it doesn't mean they're not working their business. But what is glorious to hear and see from some of you is no matter what, no matter where your points are, you never want to stop working your business. In all honesty, the incentive is just like a fat, juicy Christmas bonus, but you know you're going to do what you need to do to grow and work. So even if you're not on the points track, that's not really the defining purpose of you being in this incentive group. We're calling it the incentive group so we can all have something to be focused on. So moral of the story is, don't beat yourself up if you don't think you are, where you wanted to be in points towards the incentive. Literally reflect on what have you done better in these last 2 months than you, or that you've done, not even done better, but what is something different you've done for your business? How have you grown? What's something new you tried? When and where did you wear your stretchy pants if you were not in this incentive group. So we're here to tell you to keep pushing on, to keep doing what you're doing, and eventually, whether it's this year's incentive or next year's or whatever, this right now, what you guys are doing is the foundation for your entire business. And we've said it before, no business was built in just one single day. In fact, they say the majority of most startup businesses know in 2 years. That's when I sponsor somebody brand new, I say, well, you got to give it 2 years. I'm not going to let you quit. You're not allowed to quit for 2 years. Okay, just so you know. So with that in mind, and you guys kind of alluded to talking to Lori, and I know talking to Trina about these parties getting booked. So there's nothing more invaluable. And believe us, when we tell you, us leaders, we're saying it, we're talking in our leadership chat yesterday. Oh my golly, it was such a great call. I loved it so much. It was so full of juice. I couldn't turn my head off for hours. I love it so much. I love it, I love it, I love it. But we evolved in our business to get comfortable with the big concept of partying. Since he's a party plan business, did you know that not all network marketing direct selling companies are party plan? In fact, the majority of them are not. What that means is that since he provides the host rewards, what that means is when we get a certain number of sales, somebody's going to get rewarded, and the company pays for that. Think about that, you guys. The one that comes to mind is Rodan and Fields. Rodan and Fields consultants, I see them posting all the time, hey, if you do this, then this. Hey, if you get your sales to this, then this will happen. If this, then this, I'll provide. Did you know that everything that they say that they provide comes out of their own pocket? They are creating their own host rewards. They're creating their own. Since he doesn't need to do that. So this is something that all of us were talking about yesterday that, you know what, you may not realize how powerful it is when we have this captive audience to grow our network and our business. So we came up with, I'm going to share the screen here and show me a thumbs up when you can see it. Oh, I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited. This is a party chain reaction, you guys. This is so glorious. The fun thing about a party chain reaction is your big, fat, juicy perspective. So, okay, so I made the graphics. So I got to make everybody having fun. You see, there's people dancing. They're even clapping for me. They're cheering because, you know, I'm pretending like I'm the host right here. Well, I am not the host, but you see the party host? I've coached the party host up so deliciously that, I mean, stop it. Look at everybody in this graphic. How many people are there? 1, 2, 3, 13. 13 guests and the host, right? Every single person has a role when you do a party. You don't necessarily know it, but your number one challenge and the most rewarding thing for you is to coach your host. You want to coach your host to where, look at this scenario. At a 13, how many parties did she get booked? Well, about 4. So when I made the graphic, I actually had 6 of them. And Ken even looked at it, he said, I don't know if that's realistic. And I'm all, you know what? At the beginning of my Scentsy career, I was too nervous. At the beginning, my first couple of years, I was happy to get 1. You know why? That's how I was trained. We were trained, get a party book from a party. But then as I started getting more comfortable and more into it about my host, then I went into it with the mindset, I want half the people there to book some kind of PRV event, and I cannot wait to meet my next team member. But we have this golden ticket called an Earn-A-Kit now, people. We have the host exclusive kit that we've never had before. So this chain reaction means it starts with the host. The host is the magical link in growing your business. So you want to work your guts out trying to find hosts. And then you're going to coach her up like nobody's business. So she gets her 200 PRV before her party even starts. Why? Because then no matter what, if nobody shows up, she already gets an Earn-A-Kit at a discount. She's already getting rewards. That's how I coach them. Get 200 and then this. And then I offer her a half price item, or because we get the perpetual party reward. So you can do fun little scavenger hunts for your host that have all these fun challenges for her, by how many people she gets at her little party, by how many sales, how many parties she gets booked. You could do the bingo version of that. There's just so many different ways. But do you see in this scenario how they were either somebody who purchased, or somebody who joined, or they decided to host their own? And there are, in some cases, the next host, I mean, of course they're probably going to buy because they want to support their team member, their friend. And that's why they have showed up. And you notice that some of them are on the computer, because we don't really do home parties anymore. So this is all done virtually now. Do you see the legend in the left bottom corner?
Yes.
This was all from Mary Christensen's book. If you haven't read Mary Christensen's books, oh my goodness, they are really the driving force behind Ken and I taking this from hobby mode, or she is, not they. She is the one. We met her, loved her, read all of her books. She's superstar everything books. But literally it was a driving force for us to get out of hobby mode into business mode. And now I literally would have loved to have had something like this. I wish I would have appreciated the value of not just doing a party, but coaching my host so she feels so freaking special that she cannot wait to do this event, because I've absolutely made it about her. Have you heard the acronym TINY? T-I-N-Y? Their interests, not yours. And when you do that, you will have this outer body experience where you never feel like you're being pushy or pitchy or trying to convince someone to buy or trying to convince someone to host. That's not going to be you. That legend right there is proof in the pudding that says, customer, when we make a sale, you guys, that customer is income for today. Woohoo, we got our PRV for today. If they were at that party and they bought, that's our income for today. Then when they decide to host, and when you get a party booked from a party, that's your income for tomorrow. Because look, now you have another opportunity to start all over and generate a whole nother vibe of funness out there for people to come and share the little fragrance fascination that's out there. But the best opportunity out there, and we all know it, is a team member literally is our income for life. So keep this in mind on when you're doing any kind of event. It's not just about a trade show or a booth, but I do want you to think of that. When you go into a booth, it's not just for you to get PRV. So you don't want to have this table of products in front of you and not invite people back to chat. First of all, you got to get them out of the aisle, okay? It's the same thing at any kind of event or share, whether it's virtual or home or fundraiser. You gotta get them involved in the conversation. Get them out of the aisle. Get them off the couch. Get them in front of you. It's a relationship business. So here's the glory. Cincy always has the opportunity for 3 streams of income at a party or at an event, fundraiser / trade show, market, whatever you want to call it. Most vendors have one avenue. They get a customer, they're happy, bada bing, bada boom, see ya. But not us. We have the chance of one time right there where they leave with the product in their hand, but you in their heart, because you made a connection, because you made that effort. Plus, we also have the opportunity with that same person to have a future host. Bada boom, income stream number 2. Then we have this income stream number 3. There's 3 reasons to do these shows, these parties, these events, because the third one is you have a potential new team member. That new team member is going to be another chain link reaction out there in the world to grow your business. And by golly, in this scenario that you see in this graphic, do you notice I pretended like the host didn't want to join? So this new teamie in the very back, look how freaking excited she is. You see her? She's dancing up a storm. She chose the kit because I offered her that kit. And I said, Bertha has had such a fun time tonight and she cannot wait to support one of you, Martha. She said you would rock this business. So this could be your super fun opportunity to get a kit for $29. And guess what? She already has 4 parties booked. They're yours. That's how I would do it. That's some of my language. That's 100% about her. Do you need to say it like I do? No. But you do want to get into that frame of mind where you're practicing your language. You guys, I'm not kidding. Bonnie, you're from the teaching world. Remember when you would read note? I did. I always read note cards for my first few lessons. And then when I was doing something new, oh my God, I remember even for my classes when I was getting my degree, I practiced how I was standing in front of a tall mirror. I mean, I did that with Scentsy even.
Yep.
Are you talking? Oh, to the dogs, not me. Way more important. But I did that. I practiced a lot. I mean, I would run it by my power partner. So run your thought, run your script. You can memorize it if you need to. Just make it real. So our big cow for this week, you guys, is for you to create your host coaching list. How do you coach your host? If you don't have something, guess what? We're going to give you an example tomorrow of exact language, step by steps, how to do it. And then you create your own list or your own outline or your own checklist, whatever you want to call it. But if you don't have one, you want to get one and put yourself in their shoes. You've got a brand new host, pretend like they're complete stranger that you just met. You made a connection at a home party or a virtual party. How would you want to be approached? What would make it exciting for you? What would get you enticed to want to, oh, heck yeah, I want to share that. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you know about your host. And that, a lot of that is the coaching. And I have a big mantra, and I've had it for day one. You'll hear from me at least times 3. And I prefer the telephone just because I'm old school. Now that we have video, there's nothing more powerful if they do video, because I like to see them. I like to feel their emotions and get, play off of that, that body language, etc. Questions, thoughts, input, what you got for us?
I was just going to say that since I started actually host coaching and having an outline of what I need to talk to the host, make sure the host does, it's changed my parties. Like, it made me more accountable because I was making sure she had what she needed to make her party best. It made me a better consultant, I think, because then your host is getting the most from her party. So host coaching, yep, all the way.
And I can add to that I think the host feels a lot more secure in knowing that we know what we're doing by helping them. So it is all about them, not us, but all about them.
I started, I watched Danette's video, or Danette's scavenger hunt video, and then she did her little host coaching. So I took from her and kind of made up my own. And I love just being able to tell my hostesses that I'm going to take you through this step by step. It's just going to be easy peasy. I'm just going to tell you what to do kind of every day. And just having that plan in place made it easier for me. It makes it easier for them. And I don't forget things.
And I love that point that you guys are making. It really is our outline. It really reminds, because, especially if you're just getting comfortable with it. How do you remember? How do we go about trying to get a party booked at a party? Oh my gosh, how do I offer the host earn a kit? Oh my gosh, I forgot to do the door prize. Oh shoot, it's an outline. So you want to, when you're looking at all the different ways to coach a host, take them for what they are. Like, think about it. Why would she say it like that? Or why would she do that? And if you don't know, ask your sponsor or your director. If you're not sure why we're offering, okay, a bingo game or a scavenger hunt game to your house, and if you get 30 people, you get this. Why would we want that? So if you don't know, ask. When we're booking parties, why is it that we don't just show our blank calendar out loud to the whole entire group? If you're not sure, ask why. If there's anything in there that just really didn't sit and gel with you, ask. Because there's most likely a purpose that we would love for you to learn through all of us that have been doing it for so long. So your big cow is just going to be able to create a coaching list or outline, and then we want to see it. You know why we want to see it? Not because we're trying to check you off and you had to turn it in like it's an assignment. No. No, because I know when I see our team members who are in this group, if I see something that I'm not sure of, I want to ask you, why? Because then I can learn from you, like, oh my gosh, that's a great idea. I never thought of that. Or just the opposite, where, oh, you know what? How are you asking them to—
These people are customers. This is your next host.
How are you asking them to bundle and save right now? How are you upselling or what did we call upselling? Remember, we came up with a way more fun way. It's not like the word upsell. But that's okay. But you get the idea. This is your checklist. But we're telling you, there's nothing more valuable than creating this chain reaction of income through a party. And we're calling a party a PRV event where there is somebody who is sharing the Cincy love, either with you or as the host. But even if they are your host, aren't you there? Okay, any questions about your cow or about the chain reaction or any of that? I'm gonna stop the share real quick.
It's a deal.
What's that mean?
It's a deal. Instead of upselling, it's a deal.
Oh, yeah. Okay, right on. Okay. Anyone else? Good. It is a deal. All right, before I stop the recording, we're all going to say, let's go. Ooh, and this is baggage check week. What does that mean? What's baggage check? Yeah, that's right. That's right. How much money you got in your suitcase, people? Are you still putting the dollars in? You forgot. That's why we're bringing it up every month. How much spending money you got in your suitcase? And this spending money is for you to do. If you don't earn the incentive, it's your spending money for Christmas or whatever you want to make it, because it's your money. Every time you book a party, you put $1 in there. You don't have to go live, but put $1 in there. That's our baggage check. That means you are scheduling your shifts, your parties, you are getting parties booked from your parties. That's another $1 from this party chain reaction. That's 4 buckaroonies in one party, I would add, in my scenario. Okay, so this week is baggage check. So when you see the shout out, we just want to say, hey, how much money you got in your bag? You can either show the bag or tell us exactly how much, but it's one of those things that, hey, we all want to see it because it's inspiring for us. All right, on the count of 3, let's go. Ready? Wait, a deep breath. A really deep breath. So you really, really, really mean it, because we're mid-September and we have some fun launches coming tomorrow. Okay, ready? Deep breath. 1, 2,